Hey everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader and welcome to Bookmas Day 4. Today I am going to be tier ranking book boyfriends from books that I read this year. I am not going to go through all 50 book boyfriends that I read this year. Okay, that would be way too many because I read fantasy and romance. So every single one has a male main character, boyfriend-esque hero in it. I'm not going to do that. I pick and chose specific ones that I thought A, people would know, B, people might like to know, C, people didn't like, D, I didn't like, E, I was obsessed with. Book boyfriends that I thought you would want to hear where I ranked them, because some of them might surprise you. I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm going to go based on the stack that I have in front of me. But my categories are obsessed, loved, liked, and nope. Nope. So let's start with Knox from Things We Never Got Over. I loved Knox, okay? He gets loved. I loved his grumpiness. I loved his protectiveness. He just was so flutters in your chest. I loved Knox. He made me very happy reading this book. I wanted him to stop being grumpy so badly. It just kind of made me fall in love with Lucy's writing. And I was glad to finally see what everybody was talking about when they were talking about Knox. The next one is Jared from Feather by Olivia Wildenstein. This was an insta-love book. An insta-love, kind of morally gray. She was an angel trying to help him be better. He was a nope for me. An absolute nope. I did not like him as a book boyfriend. There are a lot of people that do. I was not one of those people. I wanted nothing to do with Jared. I did not like him at all. His flavor of morally gray, I was not a fan of it. And I don't know if it was because it was too realism in the fantasy, because I don't tend to really like morally gray characters in real life books, like in contemporary books. So maybe that was it, but didn't love that insta-love, did not love Jared. The next one is Will Griffin from Practice Makes Perfect. And while I remember really liking this book, I can only give Will a liked. I liked him. And I think it's mostly because I don't really have things that stood out in my mind when thinking back on this book about him specifically. He was a great character. I liked him enough to remember and know that I really liked the book and I liked the romance, but nothing about him that I was like, yes, that is why I loved him or that is why I was obsessed with him. But just because there wasn't anything that pushed him up above and beyond didn't mean that the book wasn't really good and I wouldn't recommend the book. The next one is Roman Kit from Divine Rivals. And I'm kind of in between on two categories with Roman. And so I think I put him down to the lower category. I put him as a like. I was between like and love because there were elements of his character that I liked. There were elements of his character that I loved. It's a rival's story, right? So it's enemies to lovers. And I know he had secret hidden feelings and he's got this protective streak in him. I don't know. There was something about the way he behaved and that just kind of made me not fall head over heels, to be able to rate him, right? There were things that I really loved, like I said, and the romance was very sweet and I really liked it. As a book boyfriend, just didn't bump up to that love. I do think if you saw my video on books to screen, I do think that he could jump up to that love category on screen. I think that could come across really well. But as for the book, he's a like. Y'all know I had to put this one on here. You know I had to put this one on here. And that is Flock by Kate Stewart. And the characters in question are both Sean and Dom. And if you watched my Flock review, you should know already that this was a major nope for me. Abso-fucking-lutely not. These men were toxic. I could not stand them. I did not think anything about this romance was enticing for me. No. Not even going to give them any other comments. Just no. The next one is Curse of Ophelia by Nicole Platania. And this one's going to have two. Malachi is the boy Ophelia loves, that she has a magical tattoo that connects her to him, and he disappears for 2 years. And she is seeking him out and trying to find him. Malachi, I like. Okay. I like Malachi. I have a hard time with Malachi, though, because we didn't get their love story. I feel like if we had gotten their love story, I would have maybe liked him a little bit more. I liked him, but I loved Tolek. I loved Tolek. And I am telling you, he should be endgame, okay? I don't care about the magical tattoos. I don't care that he's the one, Malachi's the one that she loves and she went and tried to find and save and all of that. No, Tolek has been there for her. He has stood by her side. He is in love with her. I love Tolek, and I will die on that hill. Next one is Serpent and the Wings of Night. I am not doing book 2. I'm only doing book 1. Because I am obsessed with the Rain from book 1. Oh, I love him so much because this one is, the Hunger Games style vampire. And I swear to you, he is Peeta and Edward Cullen combined. But I don't want to say better because I love Peeta. Okay, I love Peeta. But I loved Rain. I'm obsessed with him. He's amazing. One of the best book boyfriends that I've read this year. I do love him more, though, in book 1 than I did in book 2. Yeah, it's fine. I said it. It is what it is. Next up are the Kane brothers. I read all 3 Kane brothers this year. All 3 Kane brothers, Huxley, JP, and Breaker, are our Kane brother billionaires. I actually finished the series. Yay. This year, let's rank the Kane brothers. Huxley is book 1. I loved Huxley. I had a very soft spot in my heart for Huxley. Even though there were things in the book that I did not like that he did, I loved him. I had a soft spot for him. JP, I'm going to say I liked JP. There were parts about JP that I loved. The pigeon shit. The obsession with the fucking pigeons. I just didn't get it. It was kind of annoying. So I'm going to say I liked JP because of the pigeon. The gala scene, though, that brought JP up a peg in my book because I really loved that scene, but I couldn't get past the pigeon shit. And the Kane brother that I'm obsessed with is Breaker. Breaker was from A Long Time Coming. That was the most recent one that I read of the 3. I just loved Breaker. I loved Breaker. I thought he was amazing. Like I said in my review video for that book, that was probably my favorite Friends to Lovers that I think I've ever read. Next is the villain from Assistant to the Villain. I loved the villain. I really loved the villain. He made me smile. He was so grumpy. He was fighting his feelings so freaking hard. But I want to get to know the villain more. We got to know him a little bit, but I want to get to know him more because I do think he has the potential for making me obsessed with him. I love him right now, and I can't wait to find out what happens in book 2. Next, Daddy Niktos. Of course, I had to include Daddy Niktos in this ranking because yes, I did finish the book, Niktos. I'm obviously still obsessed with Niktos. I have some things to say about this book, but I am still obsessed with Niktos. There was one scene in particular in this book that I just was like, oh, Niktos, he's the greatest. The super protective, explosion of the primal god that he is. Ugh, loved it. But I am still obsessed with Niktos, and I am glad we are getting one more book, especially after this one. And last, we have Fourth Wing. And I'm going to just kind of lump Iron Flame into it. Let's rate Dane. Let's rate Dane before we get to Xaden. Let's talk about Dane. Dane in book 1 is an absolute fucking nope. Absolute nope. There is nothing about Dane that I like in book 1. I think he's a dick. But Dane in book 2, I like him. I feel like he got a little bit of a redemption. And hopefully he stays good. I liked him. But Dane in book 1, nope. Nope. Now, Xaden, on the other hand, Xaden in book 1 and book 2, I would still say obsessed. I'm still obsessed with him. I love him as a character. I love him as a book boyfriend. I had to save him for last, obviously, because everybody is obsessed with Xaden Ryerson. I loved him. I'm obsessed with him. I really, really hope his character does not change too much. I just want him to stay Xaden. Well, that was quite a few. It was quite a few, but I think it was a good list. I think it was a good list of boyfriends from this year. I'm curious to know who your favorite book boyfriends of the year are. And if there's any that you've seen me post reviews on that you think I missed and I should have ranked. If there's somebody that I should have ranked, let me know. Because I scoured my list of stuff that I read over and over and over again. And so I will say this. I did not rank Adam and Warner. It's because I struggled trying to rank them, because I feel like I'm not deep enough into that series yet to be able to accurately rank them from book 2 that I read this year. So I did not rank Adam and Warner from the Shatter Me series. I just didn't. Maybe next year though. Thanks for talking about book boyfriends with me today. You guys know this is a topic that I love to talk about. If you love reading fantasy and romance books, I post videos on my channel weekly, so make sure to click the like and subscribe button so you're notified when I post my videos. Thanks so much for chatting with me for Bookmas Day 4, and stay tuned for Day 5. I'll see you guys next time.